What are you doing, Aslan? What are you doing?
I find nothing, I repeat, nothing more comforting than seeing very, very powerful women like Britney Spears come out and just destroy a man's character years and years after the breakup. Okay, I'll tell you why.
Probably because of this.
For context, Mr. DC is Matt Rife. I wouldn't say he was like my ex or anything because it wasn't like this serious relationship, but like it was more like I wasn't just hooking up with him. You liked him? Yeah, I really liked him. I mean, to anyone with like common sense, it's love bombing, but I had at that point lost all my marbles, seriously. So I was obsessed with this guy. So we went to the show at the Laugh Factory that night. You saw him, he came, said hi, whatever, and he's like, okay, babe, like I'll see you after the show.
I'm so happy you're doing this.
He tells me like, okay, like I'll see you after the show. I'll be over as soon as I'm done, whatever. I stay up all night. The man never comes. I am on TikTok the other day, and I get tagged in a video of this girl, and it's her and Matt. All these photos of her and Matt, like a little slideshow, if you will. I go to the comments, and she had commented back to somebody, and she was like, relax, you guys. This was at the beginning of this year. When? Like, when was it exactly? Because I was seeing him at the beginning of this year. So I DM her. I'm like, hey, like, just wondering, honestly, like, what was the timeline exactly? Just because, like, I'm curious. Because, I mean, his current girlfriend was not long after me either, so, like, it had to have been around the same time. Immediately, she puts me into a group chat. You never want to be in a group chat with beautiful, strange women. For a man who doesn't have time, this man had the most time.
Bruh. So basically, Matt Rife just pumped and dumped. You're salty about being just a girl on his roster. You tried to quote unquote expose him, but that just got him more male fans. So now you're trying to live vicariously through more famous women who are trying to do the same thing to other men.
It's sad, isn't it?
Get ready with me as I talk about guys I would never.
Bro, you want 100 euros? I think that is. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but you can't donate to me on this thing. So, hi, Maria. Hi. I wouldn't mind 100 euros. I'm in Canada. That's actually like 150 Canadian dollars. It's a decent amount of money, but you can't donate to me on here yet. I'm not monetized, sadly.
Date any mama's boy. You can't date a mama's boy. Mama's boys are just so, ugh. Like, if you're that close to your mommy, like.
Oh, shut up.
What's wrong, princess? Afraid you can't measure up?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Other having cooking skills beyond ordering DoorDash make you feel a little bit self-conscious?
Pathetic.
Or is it the fact that the guy can always pull a Hakimi, put all his assets in his mother's name, and give you jack squat in the divorce?
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Whichever the case may be, if you lovely ladies feel threatened by our mothers, you're obviously not the baddies you think you are.
Oh, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. I made you moderator. Look, you got a gear above your name now.
And we're not taking you seriously.
You can use me as a doll the whole day and like literally my throat until I can't breathe, but then I want to be cuddled like a baby after.
What?
No.
For the same reason I don't cuddle a rental car after I just finished with it.
Say hi if you subscribe too. Yeah, the other people in the chat. Yeah, say hi, everybody. Come on, everybody.
Hi there, and welcome to the Old Forest Cave, as I like to call it, here in my local woods. I have a question. Will I be arrested the next time I go to the UK?
What you watch? I just started a new video. It's called "Will They Arrest Me for Saying This?" He's afraid he's gonna be arrested when he goes back to the UK.
Will the authorities handcuff me and throw me in jail for the things I'm going to say in this video, and also other things I have posted on social media and so on. Because it seems like they are actually doing that now. I honestly don't know what it takes. I honestly don't know what is allowed to say over there anymore. It's a mess. And we're going to talk a little bit about it and the problems in the UK here in this video. But first, let's get a fire going. As I mentioned before, I'm a novelist, and
Stay with you? Oh, you're gonna stay in the stream? Thank you. Thank you. I'm your first like, just showing support. Oh, thanks, Scarlett. Thanks, everybody. You guys, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys.
I believe in free speech. I believe that without free speech, there can be no freedom. There can be no democracy. And free speech is, you know, it's kind of the trademark of a good and civilized society. We must be allowed to disagree. We must be allowed to criticize the authorities. We must be allowed to criticize ideologies, religions, and so on and so on. But that seems to be...
What are you watching? I'm watching a video of a guy who's from the UK. He's afraid to go back because in the UK right now they're arresting people for like saying things. Cute cat, yeah, thank you. She's pretty cute. Aslan. I'm from UK. I live in the UK. Oh, really? I'm in Canada, but I heard that they're arresting people just for saying stuff now in the UK. It's not good.
Not the case in the UK anymore. I've been to England many times and Scotland and so on. And I love England and Scotland. And it saddens me to see what's been going on there. Especially England, I would say, has been destroyed by immigration. And I think that's very obvious. And we need to be able to say that. We need to be able to say that when you import mostly young men.
What is my cat's name? Her name is Aslan. 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 Meow. Aslan. Aslan. Aslan.
From predominantly Muslim countries, and you keep doing that year after year after year, you're going to change the country, and that is what has happened. And that's why people now feel that they've just had enough. And they...
Cute name, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she's a good cat. She can be kind of annoying sometimes, but she's good. What are you doing, Aslan?
are protesting. Now,
I subbed? Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, the subscribers keep going up. I appreciate that, Scarlett. I'll add you as a moderator too. Stop that, Aslan. Stop that, Aslan. Channel is nice. Thank you.
I do not support the violent kind of protest. I do not support racism. Well, I don't support racism in general. But also let me make it very clear that criticizing Islam is not racism, even though they like to call it that. I myself, I don't like Islam. I disagree with the foundations of Islam, and I know very well what those are. Islam brings nothing good to the countries where it's allowed to spread. And I know that that's a statement that probably puts me on some kind of list, but at this point I don't care anymore. It's a it's an ideology that I don't like. It's an ideology of
The guy left. Who? Scarlett? Yeah, Scarlett's still here. I like. Oh, the cross. Yeah, the cross. The bat. Yeah, there.
segregation and submission. I do not support that,
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you. Thank you.
and I do not want it anywhere near me. Now, of course, I need to say this. This is not a criticism of people who like to call themselves Muslims. This should not even be necessary for me to mention. But in today's intolerant political climate, it is. Now, this video is not really about Islam or my criticism of Islam. This video is about my criticism of the UK government and other governments, because we are seeing the intolerance spreading. Not long ago, people like myself was called like a murderer.
It's 23:40 in the UK right now. Oh, that's like almost 12, right? Oh, so it's pretty late. It's getting pretty late there then. Aslan, get on my way. I can't see. I can't see. Aslan, get on my way. I can't see. Bro, you could go. You look sad. Who, me? I'm not sad. I'm just watching this video.
People were writing on social media
Stop, Aslan.
that people like me should be put in jail, isolated, and cast out of society. And if you dared share some proper scientific information about a certain shot in the arm, you would be banned. And I struggled ever since I have been struggling here on this channel because of shadow banning and all of these things that they do. Yeah, I criticized.
Alright, Aslan, come on. You're making my allergies act up. I'm gonna make some chicken wings pretty quickly here. I'm hungry. 1 second. Oh, what are you doing, Chica? Make some chicken wings here. Let's go. What football team do you support? I don't watch football. I don't really watch any sports. Bro, I want to send you money. Yeah, you can't send me money right now. Sadly, YouTube doesn't let you. But, yeah. It sucks. I'm not monetized yet. I need to wait to get more people to watch me before Google versus Famil, I guess. What are you doing? Chica, what are you doing? Where is your family? They're in another city. I'm kind of alone in the city I'm at. My family lives in a different city. Hey, everyone, stop. What's your dream job? Mine is to be in the army. I've never really thought about it. My dream job would probably to be, I don't know, like a billionaire CEO, kind of like Elon Musk or something like that. Guess that'd be my dream job. Except Elon Musk has multiple companies. I'd only want one company. I wouldn't want to be running like, like he has like 5 or 6 different companies, which is a lot of work. If I was a billionaire, I'd only want to be running like one company, not like 5 or 6. Alright. This oil spills over. Look at all this oil that's spilled over here. Gotta clean my oven up. But yeah, I'm trying to turn the heat on right now. How many do I got in here? I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 chicken wings left in here. That's a good little snack. It's not a meal, it's a good little snack though. Five chicken wings right here. Brown going now. I'll be on your next live. Okay, take care, Maria. Take care. Have a good day. Or good night. I don't know what time. Whoa. Ugh. You always need to clean your hands off though if you carry chicken wings. They can have like diseases and stuff when they're not cooked. I have to go now because it's getting late and I have to get up early tomorrow. But love the channel and keep going in your career and I'll be back. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in, Scarlett. 2:55. Stay safe, bro. 2:55 a.m.? A.m. or p.m.? 2:23:48. Be good. Live life, bro. Treat it good. Thank you. Yeah, you too, Scarlett. Take care. Eating some chicken wings right now. I like my chicken wings really crispy, so I'm gonna like cook them really good. But they're not, the oil isn't hot enough yet. Ruff, 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 ruff. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow.
How the big cough was handled. And I think that's when a lot of people saw.
Change my mind. I'm gonna stay live with you, bro. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Or how authorities are they do not care about freedom of speech anymore. They do not care about your freedom and your rights. And yes, I know how it goes. Okay, so now I've been naughty again. I've said something that we shouldn't say. And again, you know, I'm, what's it called? Persona non grata. Is that what it's called? Someone who should not be touched. The unclean. But okay, bit of a rant there. But
Okay then. That's kind of the end of that video. Where is the music industry going? Social media burnout. How McDonald's sells fake Coca-Cola. I gotta go check on my chicken. If that stuff boils over, it could start a grease fire. And grease fires are really dangerous. So you kind of gotta watch whenever you cook with oil. But it's not really that close to boiling over. You know, it's fine. Still, you kind of gotta watch it. Could be dangerous if you don't. Put some Frank's right at the bottom here. Go. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. What time is it over there in Canada? It's 4:52 p.m. Almost 5 p.m. here. I trust that's not going to boil over. It's not getting too close. Can I guess it is 17:52? 17:52. You're using a 24-hour clock. I don't really ever use that. So what would 17:52 be? 8. 7, 6. Yeah, no, I don't really ever use that clock, but I think you're right. Is it? Oh, 5:52. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're 1 hour ahead. I think that's the time it is in America though. We're like 1 hour behind America, I think. Some parts of America. I think other parts were like 2 hours behind. So in America it's probably like 5:52 p.m. But here it's 4:53. We're 1 hour behind America.
Canada is the second largest country in the world, but as you can see, they're building more and more dense housing all over Canada. When you walk through these neighborhoods, and you can actually see on the drone footage that I took, just the extent of how dense they are building these new places. They're building houses that are really close together, but most people don't understand why this is actually happening.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I keep hearing all the crackling and popping going on over here. It scares me because I really don't want to start a massive fire, you know? All right, so let's get the forks here and let's see how crispy these are looking. Ah, ooh, super hot. It's burning hot oil. Okay, yeah, so these aren't done yet. They're not crispy enough. I'd say probably like 2 or 3 more minutes. What are you doing? Meow? Is that what you're doing? You're meow? Meow. 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 Oh, yeah?
And how this actually shows the bubble in its entirety, because it's more of a land bubble than it actually is a real estate bubble, because to get a real estate bubble you really have to have the value of land that has skyrocketed beyond what it should be worth. People don't realize that there's only a few companies, there's only a few people who actually own most of the land in this country. So what's really interesting about that is, because if people are holding on to the land anticipating that the value's just going to go up, then it forces developers to build more and more dense housing. You see, you might blame the developers and say it's all their fault, they're wanting to make as much money as possible. Obviously, the margins as a new home builder in Canada are actually not as large as most people would think. And you can see here.
Whoa, why is it getting so loud? It's getting really loud over here. I think they're almost done, actually. Oh yeah, look how crispy they're looking now. Oh yeah. See, I could take them out now, but I like them really crispy. I'll give them like, I don't know, 30 more seconds. I'm gonna get my friends to sub to you, and now I really gotta go. Sorry, I promise I'll be back at one of your lives. Okay, that's fine. Have a good night, Scarlett, and thank you for getting people to subscribe. Yeah, I should be at 1,000 subscribers soon, hopefully. I mean, I'm still a little ways away, but soon enough. Yeah, this oil is so hot. All right, let's take them out now. It's time to take them out.
the backyards of these houses, and they're probably running about, I don't know, 8 to 12 feet deep. So they're not very big backyards. And then you've got these townhomes that are all adjoined, and then you've got a gap every so often. There's single family homes that are being built here, probably going for $700,000 or $800,000. So obviously when you have a few players that own all the land, then that means that you've got a monopoly on land, and that means all these people can just hold on to land until it's finally ready that that land can be built on. And you saw this with what happened with the Greenbelt in Ontario. You know, even ministers in government who knew about it were purchasing land, and there was so much speculation that was going on over the development of the Greenbelt in Ontario, which eventually didn't happen because the amount of people that would discuss it. If the land price is massively inflated, then what that essentially means is the house price is also going to be inflated when you buy it. Anybody that's bought new construction in Canada will see that, because they actually separate the lot cost and the actual home cost to build. And homes have gone up in price. The amount it costs to build a home is higher than it used to be. But when you really look at the situation that we're in, it's more to do with the land. The land is very expensive. And you know, that's what a lot of people don't even realize, is they're actually putting most of their money into the land. And that's how things get even easier to see, and they become even more transparent. Because if you're talking about the concept of land being expensive in Canada, it doesn't make any sense, because there's no shortage of land. So politicians like to talk about housing all the time, how we're not building enough homes. But really, I think bringing it back to land just makes it more basic for people to understand and grasp the extent of the problem here. Because if you look at what's going on, there's land all over the place. And just north of here, all the farms are practically for sale. Everybody wants to get rid of them. So why on earth are homes so overpriced? Once again, it comes back to the land. Obviously, if they're listing their farm for sale for $30 million instead of $2 million, then that means that the lots that are being built on are going to be very expensive. Now, here in Alberta as well, there's the construction of the houses themselves, because if you look at these homes, they are built like absolute garbage. They're built using this vinyl, which is very flimsy. Considering the hail, considering the really cold winters, they are just built really, really super cheap. They don't brick them like they do out in Ontario. Much of the brick production plants have closed down. A lot of the old buildings used to be brick in Calgary, but all the brick production has stopped now. All the land around here is being developed. Like, this is huge. This project in Carrington is absolutely massive. It's a master plan community. It's one of these 15-minute cities where they're not building enough parking. You can probably see that from the drone video that I took, that there's very limited parking and there's cars parked absolutely everywhere. So I've just walked to the end here. You can see they're developing all out that way, and then all the way north they are developing. And all these farms that you can see in the distance are for sale. So in probably 3-4
Rabby.
years, if the bubble continues, then they'll buy those farms.
Oh, you got a
developed
funny
as
name.
well. So the actual asset that you're buying is the land. So if that is just shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, then you own less land, or you own an apartment where you own no land whatsoever. Apartments are just essentially a scam. Condos are a scam, because you're going to end up paying the same amount of money as if you bought a townhouse or if you bought a single family home. Obviously, most people just buy it because they can't afford to qualify for the mortgage for the single family home, but they end up paying the same amount. And also the condo fees are coupled to inflation, just like your home maintenance. But it's just absolutely crazy. When you look at how dense they are building things, you can really see straight through this bubble, which is the fact that it's based on a land bubble. There is no shortage of supply of land, and that completely blows apart all these narratives that the politicians are always spewing, that yes, we need to build more homes because we're building the lowest amount of homes in the G7. And the other thing that you've got to think about, guys, when it comes to building here in Canada is the fact that, yes, we could be building the lowest amount of homes per person or per 1,000 people in the G7, but the fact is that doesn't take into account the millions of basement suites that have popped up since the last census, and it also doesn't take into account how the majority of the immigrants that are coming into the country are living in multi-generational households. So the average household size is increasing here in Canada. The density of the housing, the amount of land you get, is also decreasing. So basically you're just seeing more and more people living in smaller and smaller places, and it doesn't make sense. You know, what people think of the Canadian dream is they think of a single family home on a nice lot. Whether you or I think that is a bad investment is a different story. But my buddy Travis, when we were in Texas, all right, so we are in this tiny home community right now, and they've got all these tiny homes, and basically it's kind of crazy because these things are 160,000, right, Travis? And we were looking at these tiny home communities. I was saying to him, buddy, you have no idea. These aren't even tiny homes, because some of the lots that they were building on out in Texas were actually much larger, and he was calling them tiny homes. And you constantly see these laned homes that are being built, and essentially these laned homes are built on absolutely tiny lots. And if you have a garage, which you need because the weather here is terrible when it comes to the winters, then guess what? You've literally got a backyard of 2 feet and then your garage, so you have no space whatsoever. The amount of land that you get is a tiny amount.
Hey,
and like
Evelyn.
I said, the actual investment is the land in itself. But when I looked at the stats of the amount of renters in these new communities, it's sometimes over 60%, which is absolutely insane. So it shows you who's buying, guys. The people who are buying to speculate, because if you're purchasing a home like this, you're going to be losing money on it, despite the rising rents in Calgary. You know, the amount of mortgage costs, the amount of maintenance is going up. You're going to be losing money for sure. Why would you do that? Why would you buy a house and lose money on it? You'd only do it to speculate, essentially, and you do it to speculate because you're looking at that future home price appreciation. Obviously, I think the reality is, do you really want to hold Canadian assets? Do you want to hold Canadian dollar denominated assets? It's certainly something that I wouldn't want to hold, because I just believe the currency is going to take a lot of the beating, and it already has took a lot of the beating of the fact the economy is completely broken.
Gold. Gold, 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 gold. Wings of Redemption completely snaps after being stream sniped for 2 hours. What are you doing? Stop! I told you to stop now. That crazy deleted Mr. Beast exposed video.
A trusted YouTuber source sent me the now deleted documents that Dogpack404 publicly posted after initially releasing his very first
I like the red
video
ones the
on
best. These
Mr.
ones taste the
Beast.
best.
This document outlines a bunch of
Yeah.
accusations against Jimmy and gives context to the ones that he's already made. Allegedly, according to the source, this was deleted shortly after Dogpack's video came out, around when it probably had 80,000 views or so. Well, since I have the whole thing, I'm going to read the entire document for you guys. And I'll also put the archive link in the description. And it gets crazy: crypto scam allegations, fake philanthropy, and even at one point, there's a section dedicated to talking about how Mr. Beast might be working with Satan. Now, to be very clear before I get into it, I am not the one making these accusations against Mr. Beast. I'm simply going to be reading the document that Dogpack404 put together and summarizing these sections one by one. And one last thing, I'm also completely aware that I'm dropping this on the same day that Dogpack404's third and final video is supposed to be dropping, so this might end up just being a summary of his final video, but if that's the case, then you're welcome for the early sneak peek, so let's get into it. Introduction. My name is Dawson. I'm a former MrBeast employee, trying to expose what I believe to be highly unethical and illegal practices at the company. This document contains evidence for part 1 of this ongoing investigation. Here is the video I made on this part of the investigation. And then he links his I worked for MrBeast, he's a fraud video. Why am I doing this? Money? None of this is monetized. I'm happy to make $0 off of this, and then switch industries. Actually, after being let go from MrBeast, I was immediately hired by one of Jimmy's friends at the same rate. I stopped working for him by choice on the 19th of July, 5 days ago at the time of writing. So I'm actually losing money to do this. Clout? I've been in this industry for 10 years. I started as an on-camera personality, but switched to being behind the scenes and have enjoyed that life more. I've worked with big influencers, but always avoided the camera like the plague. I have no active personal...
What we watching? Apparently that dog pack guy who exposed Mr. Beast deleted one of his videos. Mr. Beast, like, I don't know, must be trying to sue him. What are you doing, cat? I've had enough of your shit. I've had enough of your shit.
Social media. So I don't think I'm motivated by clout. I'm not responding to DMs or inquiries from the media, opting instead for Reddit AMAs, since they aren't monetized and everything is permanent in writing. And then he attaches a link to his Reddit AMA he made on July 22nd, just about a month ago. There will be a link to this in the description if you want to read some of it yourself. The document continues, my reason for doing this is that I believe MrBeast is a corrupt organization that is bad for humanity, despite their glowing public image. I've been consistent before I got hired that I believe children use YouTube as a form of play, the evolved way to learn and practice skills for later life. I've studied play at length, and I would consider myself a first-generation iPad kid. So I understand firsthand the role content can play in a person's development. So I was often appalled when higher-ups at the company would talk about sophisticated ways to exploit children's psychological development for their own gain, while disregarding the well-being of those children. Recently, grooming allegations came out against MrBeast's co-star Chris Tyson, and then he attaches a link to a BBC article written on July 24th, 2024, with the headline, MrBeast's co-host quits after grooming allegations. Of course, I'm sure by this point you all have followed the Chris allegations. If you have no idea what's going on, I have videos on my channel.
Damn boy, rocking that drip. Yep.
Now, and I'll also
of course,
put them in the
always.
description. But the document continues. I believe the company was aware of evidence against Chris Tyson long before these accusations came out, and they chose to protect her and try to cover up the evidence for a long time. MrBeast's secret formula: 1. Condition the viewer to see MrBeast as a trusted authority. 2. Show the viewer that loyal followers are given big rewards by MrBeast. 3. Call on the viewer to act and promise big rewards in return. And then he attaches an image that says, the 3 major types of behavioral learning. 1. Classical conditioning. A neutral stimulus is associated with a natural response. 2. Observational learning. Learning occurs through observation and imitation of others. And 3. Operant conditioning. A response is increased or
Damn, Mr. Beast is exploiting the children. It's crazy.
increased due to reinforcement or punishments. And then he posts a link to a MrBeast 2 video, which is I paid a lie detector to investigate my friends, and it timestamps it to the whole section with MrBeast linked up to the lie detector, and I'll just play part of it for you guys.
Alright, hey, I'm gonna give you a softball, alright? Have you ever faked a video?
No. That was an easy one.
And then Dogpack captions this, he never lies. He then attaches a now unlisted video on MrBeast's channel, which is a 20-second clip from his Marathon in Large Shoes video, titled, Are You Subscribed? and I'll just play the video for you guys.
You said you're subscribed to me? Yeah. Perfect. As you can see here, he is subscribed. Here's some money. Oh my God. Are you guys subscribed? No? Oh, darn. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my marathon. Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money. Is he subscribed? You are subscribed. Here's some money. Have a good day.
And then he attaches a link with the caption, Exploring the Influences of YouTubers on Adolescence Identity. And the link sends you to a document with the title, The YouTube Effect on Adolescence. Exploring the Influences of YouTubers on Adolescence Identity Construction. And it's basically a research article.
How long is this? This is an hour-long video. Damn.
On how YouTube affects kids. I'm not going to read the entire thing, it's like 17 pages, but again, it'll be linked in the description if you want. Fake videos. And then Dogpack attaches images of Mr. Beast's videos. He did show this in his first part where he shows the train, which he claims is CGI, the bus wheels, which he claims are CGI, the obviously fake explosion, etc. And then he says, this video used tons of deceptive CGI, but Jimmy denied it on Twitter. Then he attaches more images, like the thumbnail for the world's most dangerous trap, an image of Mac Hopkins being a YouTube editor and probably trying to, show that he's an employee at Mr. Beast, and then a picture of XQC watching a video with the caption on it, I don't know how I'd even fake that if I wanted to, lol. And then he continues with his document. This video also used terrible CGI. The, quote, contestant is Mac Hopkins, former editor for Airrack, and he links to a video by Soggy Cereal with the title, Airrack, Lying, Doxing, and Fake Donations.
Yo, Mr. Beast videos are fake. Dogpack is a demon. The hell? Yo, all the Mr. Beast videos are fake then. I saw that first part that Dogpack made, but like, this is even worse.
Will also be linked in the description, but it's essentially, as the title suggests, an exposed video on Airrack.
They finally take off and land in the angle.
We did it.
The angle! The angle! And instantly our selfless heroes start talking about how they're going to be spending all of this money and selflessly support the struggling and bankrupting family businesses in the angle.
Now that we have made it to the angle, as I previously mentioned, the goal was to empty the entire Airrack bank account in order to give back to the lack of tourism in the angle. So we had a lot of work to do.
So first of all, they paid a few $1,000s for these extremely nice cabins. Wait a second. Those cabins over there? Well, remember what they look like. These look like the same cabins as where they assembled the ice pipes. These are the exact same cabins in the same exact resort as where they assembled.
I've already seen all that stuff, the Airrack stuff. I know Airrack fakes his videos. But...
This continues with more images of Mr. Beast's videos and thumbnails, like I survived 7 days in an abandoned city. And again, he showed this in his video, but like showing the buildings that don't really exist, and the apparent abandoned city, which was just like 20 minutes away from an airport. Also claiming that these 7 days were not consecutive, and then attaching the age 1 through 100 part where you have 42 and 58 with their entire beef and feud that they had. And the document goes on to say, the infamous 42 and 58 revenge storyline was mostly fabricated. 58 actually just didn't hear 42. 58's wink here was added in post. Many voice lines were added in post. There's a voiceover booth in the studio. Multiple shots reveal that timers have been edited in post to make results look closer than they actually are in reality. Notice the timer in this clip. Mr. Beast edited the same scene after uploading it to hide the mistake. Same thing here. Then showing another editing mistake that Mr. Beast left in post where he showed the real timer set at 22 minutes and 41 seconds, but he was pretending it was like the last 30 seconds of the competition or something like that. Also, the time indicator during this ad read is manipulated in a deceptive way. And then he shows the video here.
But I like to put a little progress bar on the bottom of the screen that kind of tracks as the sponsor is going, so you know how much is left of the sponsor, you know kind of if you plan to skip ahead, which you have the right to do, when the ad will be over. And I noticed that this video has that, but let's watch the progress bar as it goes.
I want to tell you guys about
Here comes the ad. Whoa, we're flying through this ad. Look at that. We're absolutely zooming through this sponsor right now. We're only like 5 seconds in. As we continue to go on, now we're about, 20 seconds in. This bar, kind of coming to a screeching halt. It's not really going super fast anymore. That's weird. Jimmy, what the hell is this, man? So weird. It's such a weird, misleading thing to do. It's like I want to trick people into thinking that the ad is going to be really quick. It's going to be like 10 seconds and we'll be done. Don't worry about skipping forward. But it's such a lie. I mean, this is a lie, right? That's just so weird. I'm sure it's, there's no legal reason that you can't do that, but I watched that and I was like, yeah, it made me feel gross. I don't know.
Then he attaches some more images of the 100 boys versus 100 girls for $500,000 video. Here are those images. And again, this is something he talked about where he claims multiple female Mr. Beast employees can be seen competing in this boys versus girls challenge. Although this was not disclosed in the video, allegedly due to several female workers getting out early, the production team took steps to get more boys out, ultimately rigging the results so the girls team won. It is a common practice at Mr. Beast to include employees, friends, or family in the competitions without disclosing it, often referring to them as contestants or random subscribers. Then he attaches a link to his Extreme $1 Million Hide and Seek video, where of course this is...
Yeah, I already know all that stuff.
Why did you lie? Why did you say in the video that you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. It actually built some confidence in myself that wasn't there before. And Jimmy responded, I don't know, been a while. Let's call and figure it out. And Rosanna said, I'll give you some time to look into it, and remember, and then we can discuss. I'm more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. Feel free to send it over to my team. And then he attaches the Time article that also covered this, and then Dogpack attaches the thumbnail to his 50 YouTubers Fight for $1 Million video. He then attaches a link to a clipped up Ludwig stream where Ludwig was reviewing this video, and I'll show some parts of it right now. I'll just play it for you guys.
I have a conspiracy theory, or maybe I should say I had a conspiracy theory, that this competition in some way was rigged for Logan Paul. I'll explain. I told you guys earlier, 48 of the 50 people rode to the site together on a bus. 2 of the people who didn't were Logan Paul and KSI. They were already at the building, which I found weird. All right? Now, for this first challenge, he knew that it was basketball. I don't know how he knew. He might have got it from a guard. But all the contestants, there started to be whispers that the first challenge was basketball related. Logan knew that.
Stop that.
All right? I thought...
Stop, cat. There's nothing there. I don't know why the cat likes the garbage bag so much. There's nothing there.
That was weird that he knew that. And that now everyone else knew that it was basketball related. Okay? It continues. When there was the Squid Game challenge, he walked up to this group after, I believe her name is Lexi Rivera, said to, I think, Ray and someone else, I forget exactly who's in this group, she said, I want to leave, give me the umbrella. Lexi Rivera said that. Logan joined the group after that was said. All right? I've heard whispers that this is what happened. Okay? So he knew, this is before, by the way, we knew it was Squid Game.
Bro, how'd you end up with Nick?
Yeah, that is a good question. Jimmy, how did he end up with Nick?
He said it.
That's crazy. Score.
29.
Wait. One time for the one time, please. It's been so long.
Wait, he just left.
There are 2 universes here. Now, the first one is a bright, happy, positive universe. All right? In this universe, I believe that Logan Paul, because of the set change, because it felt like a very different room with all the food and the different flooring, and because the desk was on the red line, and because Speed was smashing plates after every single time, genuinely forgot about the box and ran out with the idea of smashing the plate. And then he just didn't know, and then he got eliminated because of it. That's one universe. We can be in that universe. That's a totally functional universe. It was an accident. That's one universe, okay? But there's also another universe. And that's the universe where Logan Paul, after people like myself and others called him out for knowing information about this contest, for it being rigged in his favor, and for his optical awareness of what it would look like to the viewer if he teamed up with Nick DiGiovanni to move on, thought, well, hey, I don't want to win this contest. What if I exit in the most dramatic moment possible by walking out to accidentally smash this plate? So when the contest was all over, I asked Logan straight up. I said, fucking man to man, did you walk out on purpose And I almost asked him, like, I made that a little dramatic. I almost just asked him casually. I said, Logan, did you walk out on purpose on accident? I didn't know if the people who were in that room before me were, like, really pressuring him. Bro, I swear to God, Logan looks at me, he goes, I swear on my unborn daughter's life, it was an accident. I stopped talking to him because I was like, oh, okay, Jesus Christ.
Then he touches another link where it says, in Gideon's vlog, it is confirmed that at least KSI had prior knowledges of one of the challenges. Personally, I believe he is telling a half the truth here. And I'll just play that clip for you guys right now.
I'm intrigued as to what some of the challenges are. I know what one of them is. What? Our biggest fan from all of us. And they're going to come out, and then Jimmy's going to be like, if you can make this free throw, you give your fan gets a savage drop. But if you miss, you out. I'm gonna be like, no savage drop for you, buddy. Sorry, bro. Go home. My bad, bro. Man, I'm gonna pay anyway. It's great seeing you, man.
And then he attaches another link where he says, Logan Paul also clearly acts in a way that would indicate he has knowledge, but is trying to pretend that he does not. Like when he instantly folds on, I don't think we should team up. Or when he is overly vocal about the fact that he doesn't know this challenge was a cooking challenge. Is it an escape room? I would bet my life savings that he knew. And here's the clips to that.
It's now time for the 5th challenge. I once again need you all to pair up into groups of 2.
I don't think we should team up unless you
I feel
want
like this time it might be team so.
I'd be willing to if you want to take the risk. I'm down.
The challenge takes a minute to set up, so we need to blindfold all of you.
What's going in front of me?
Don't touch it. Please don't
Touch what? Touch what? What if they're putting us in a box and it's like an escape room? Escape room.
I think it's good. I think it's good we paired up. This is good. I think.
Do you like escape rooms?
I love it. Me and my girlfriend go all the time.
No way. I love escape rooms too.
What if
it's like a fence or something?
This room is being.
Oh, hey, bro. I lean to my left. No. There is something hard.
No.
I think we're inside of something.
No.
I think we're in some sort of box.
Oh God.
Oh, bro, it's heavy too. Oh, it's a table, bro.
Are you touching stuff?
Yeah, I'm touching it, bro.
I feel like you're not allowed to touch.
Yeah, bro, but what? I mean, you know, I got hands. Bro. There's an oven in front of me. It feels like with like knobs and yeah.
You think it's cooking?
Yes, I do think it's cooking.
He continues, perhaps Mr. Beast has some unannounced association with Prime, so he is financially incentivized to boost Logan Paul and KSI's brand. I'm not sure. Then he attaches a image of the 7 days stranded at sea, where we can see the part where they weren't sleeping, and it says, during the day 5 storm in this video for a few frames at the end of the time lapse before a hard cut, we can see no one is in the shelter. Allegedly, they slept on a nearby production boat. Then the 10-minute real-time video he made, where he says, the intro in this real-time video is clearly sped up and the timer is added in post. At 5:22, the contestant can be seen touching a laser. This should mean losing the challenge. Illegal lotteries. Now it's talking about illegal lotteries where he says, the laws. And then he links a screenshot which says lottery defined. A lottery is any scheme that contains all 3 of the following elements and is by definition illegal. A distribution of a prize, determined by chance, to a person who pays consideration. This is also something he originally covered. Then he attaches 2 links, a fake prize in sweepstakes and lottery scams link, and a consumer's guide to sweepstakes and lotteries. And then he shows the live streams, like the $40 million shirt signing live stream from August 2020. If you buy this shirt, I'll sign it. Then attaching an image of his giveaways spreadsheet to show how much profit he made. Over $1.6 million. This is the full spreadsheet that he showed in his video. Then the second live stream, if you buy this shirt, you could win $1 million, which is lost media, according to this document. And the document continues with some links to threads, where the first one is the event Mr. Beast is hosting right now an illegal lottery? On legal advice off topic. And then he links a YouTube link to the video and says, the title is what makes this questionable. If you buy this shirt, you could win $1 million. He's also giving away intermittent smaller prizes for buying a shirt. And this was posted 4 years ago. And another post on the Mr. Beast subreddit with the title, where are the terms of this live stream contest / sweepstakes? And it goes on to say, so I'm sure most people here are not versed in the laws of the US, but there is legal precedence to say that what Mr. Beast is doing right now is illegal in the US, because it is an illegal lottery and not a proper sweepstakes. And then he shows the laws that apply, which, you know, a lot of people have covered, and continues, I've been watching this stream for a while, and to be honest, it's completely disingenuous to sit there and tell people to buy a shirt that's 40 friggin' bucks for a chance when that is illegal in the US. And this was posted 4 years ago on November 1st, 2020. I'd also love to know how they are actually randomly selecting people in chat, because it should not be based on the amount of times people are speaking in chat either, as they didn't make clear that each interaction is a chance for winning. This live stream is a point in case of how to do an illegal lottery, which is not legal in any US state. For sweepstakes, there needs to be terms and conditions which are nowhere at all, and there needs to be a specific and defined way to enter the sweepstakes without a purchase. It's not been defined at any point of the live stream. I love Mr. Beast and what he does, but he needs to be a bit more careful about the way he's giving it away, and maybe hire a lawyer to look into this stuff. P.S. The Tesla specifically needing a purchase for a chance is also an illegal lottery. You can't give away a prize and force people to buy a chance to get it. It's illegal in the US. And some comments by this guy to just give more context to this video. Someone says, you can win stuff by just commenting in the chat. That's how you enter without making a purchase. And he replies, not for everything though. Some things are being given away only to people who purchased merch. At one point, they gave away a handful of iPhones to people who bought shirts. He also seems to be giving away a Tesla that requires purchase to have a chance to win. And back to the document, he links another Reddit post that is with the title, Illegal Sweepstakes? Mr. Beast's YouTube channel claiming a purchase is...
Yeah, I don't really care about that, honestly. I'm gonna skip this part. I actually watched that live stream back when it was live, like back in 2020. I was watching that. I don't really care about this stuff, honestly.
Oh, no way. Praying for your last time to have money in it. And the guy replies again, yeah, kind of getting really disappointed. And then he attaches another Reddit post, which is just deleted by the user. But if I had to guess based on the context, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just me speculating, but there does seem to be the official Mr. Beast staff at Reddit and the replies, replying to people in the comments. So I'm assuming that this is a post made by the Mr. Beast staff account. And there's various comments on screen right now. I'm just showing you them. If you want to pause to read the replies or the threads, feel free. But it continues with another post, this one also being deleted by the user 4 years ago, which absolutely also seems to be about the whole illegal lottery stuff, of course, with lots of comments expressing that they felt the same way, that the thread was really insightful, a lot of people seemingly very disappointed, one person saying, I watched the whole stream as well. One thing I didn't like is that you had to buy a large t-shirt to have a chance to win the prizes during the stream. Every single shirt they signed and gave with the prizes were large sizes. I bought medium shirts, so I had zero chance at that. Supposedly, I only had a shot at the Tesla in the 30-minute time frame when they were giving away a ticket. They also miscounted how many people won the tickets to the $1 million video. On 9/25, it was supposed to be the 9th ticket, but they suddenly said it was the 12th. Between 6.5 and 7 hours, the one Navy guy couldn't make it. So it still doesn't make sense to me that that's the 12th one. They also didn't do ticket giveaways for early in the morning and waited until they got more viewers. I bought one shirt. What he did.
Oh, this is a long segment.
MacBook Pro on the 24-hour live stream promoted on YouTube. First time watching and supporting Mr. Beast. However, due to the lack of communication, I was never contacted by anyone on how to collect my prize. And then he attaches an image where he says, hey guys, 416 days ago I won a MacBook Pro on the 24-hour live stream on YouTube on October 31st, 2020 at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 32 seconds. My name was called out to win. It was also the very first time I started watching you guys. Kind of bittersweet since I won on the first try. And attached a link to his YouTube video where it's watching the MrBeast 24-hour stream with the timestamp. Now after this whole thing blew up, there is someone in the replies here who actually does appear to work for MrBeast. Someone by the name of Devin replied saying, at Cody, I'm Devin from MrBeast. This made it to me internally and from Reddit. I'm you, MrBeast staff, if you need to verify. DM me and I'll get this sorted for you ASAP. And I checked the page and this person is followed by LavaGS, who did work for MrBeast. So, I mean, I'm assuming it's possible. I mean, this definitely seems like it. He's also retweeting MrBeast, retweeting people defending MrBeast. So it seems to be. But then he replied again 3 days later saying, Cody, I'm still trying to reach you to resolve your MacBook you've posted about. It seems you haven't logged in, posted, commented in over a year. I'm assuming you don't get notifications and no one on here knows you personally to contact you. Whenever you see this, contact me please. But after doing a bit of looking into this, it seems maybe Commander OX was confused or something. Maybe they reached out to him and resolved this. Because someone replied on a video he posted 3 years ago about his 24-hour MrBeast livestream t-shirt. And they said, did you get your MacBook? Unfortunately, the signature is fake. I hope your MacBook is enough to compensate. Please don't let them send you a 2020 model version for $500. And he replies, I wasn't the one that was supposed to get the MacBook, but I do hope Godzilla85 gets it. So I suppose maybe Commander OX was just misinformed. I couldn't find the original video of him watching the live stream, but it seemed like they did try to reach out and resolve this, and it looks like he wasn't the one that was supposed to win. But regardless, the document continues with a picture here of the "I'll put whatever you want on the moon for $10, which he also claims is lost media. I do remember watching this myself. I was watching this live stream as it happened. But then he links the CNN article that he used in his video to show that the U.S.
Oh yeah, I actually remember that. That was a live stream. Didn't he partner with Elon Musk or something for that? Or no, he didn't. I think it was like right after Elon Musk put that Tesla up in space or something like that. I remember that live stream. I seen that live stream too. Damn, I forgot. I guess he deleted that.
Spacecraft was burned up and the mission failed. It didn't.
First U.S. spacecraft to attempt moon landing in decades burns up after failed. Oh, so it didn't even go to the moon?
I was watching this live stream as it happened, but then he links the CNN article that he used in his video to show that the U.S. spacecraft was burned up and the mission failed. It did not go to the moon. Then he attaches another thumbnail where it seems to be Mr. Beast holding a phone with a video of himself, and the video being titled "Sending Viewers Personalized Messages." And Dogpack says in his document, there were no illegal lotteries during this stream, but it was still a scam, IMO. For $180, Mr. Beast will congratulate you on your divorce. Stream ended after 15 minutes and the website was taken down. And then he links an archive link to MrBeastVideoReply.com, which looks like this. It says like, what can I request? Special occasion, shoutouts, questions. Book your personalized video today, showing, that you can get one from just Mr. Beast or Beast and the Boys, showing Chris Tyson, Chandler. And then there's just a picture of him holding a shoe up to his head.
The Boys, huh? The Boys, yeah. Chris Tyson, one of the boys, isn't he?
That's the bottom of the website. And you can open up the booking and it shows Mr. Beast here, and you can get a personalized message for $150 plus $30 if you want it from the Beast himself. And there's different types here: encouragement, happy birthday, pep talk, boyfriend, girlfriend, graduation, engagement, marriage, divorce, new job. I mean, yeah, they're all here. And it was only $180, I guess. I don't know if this continued, or I never really I don't remember this at all. But, I mean, this definitely just seems like a cameo at the end of the day. At least that's how Dogpack is portraying it here. Regardless, he continues with a screenshot from Livestream 5, as he titles it, Mr. Beast's Squid Game shirt, October 16th, 2021. Buy this shirt to be in a video. And there is a caption on the back that says 100 people that buy this shirt or hoodie will be invited to compete in my, I'm assuming this says Squid Game. Then he shows a screenshot here which says Livestream 6 opening fan mail, opening 1,000 packages. And he continues other illegal sweepstakes, Instagram, also possibly every YouTube sweepstakes. And he links a Twitter thread from a lawyer that says, this is how Mr. Beast's giveaway appears to violate Instagram's TOS and might violate state laws. A quick thread. The link to this will be in the description if you want to read it. But I'm also just showing it on screen if you're really curious to pause to read. But the document continues. Selling fake autographs. And he links a Reddit post with the title, anyone else notice that Tyler signed MB along with his own initials? And this is the source for the video that he used in his own video, obviously. And yeah, I mean, you can just see it for yourself. You've probably seen this a million times if you've been watching Mr. Beast Exposed videos, but here's where he got it from. This is posted 4 years ago. Feastables, the diabetes lottery. And he posts a few images here of Mr. Beast's tweets. One saying, and while you're at it, if you want, maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure Feastables has plenty of space. I wouldn't complain. And another.
Yeah. Some of these controversies aren't even that bad, honestly. Some of them aren't. I should say most of them aren't, actually, but a couple of them are kind of bad. Converting abandoned trap house into beautiful bushcraft home.
The guacamole, it's well survives, and I'm scoobity boop up that with another one. Hey.
These are so heavy.
Damn.
Hope we try this fat one.
So I made these boards. They are, I'm building a house up here, and I was going to make all the siding, these planks that I was making.
Have since changed my house design idea. As you can see, I have some framing up there, but yeah, I will use these for making the kitchen cooler. This will be like tables and stuff.
Hey King, what's up, Metric Sphinx? I'm watching Will Survives. I don't know if you've ever seen Will Survives. He's like my age. He builds like houses in the forest and stuff. I don't know. He's been doing it for years. But yeah, what's up, Metric Sphinx? Oh, just watching videos today, live streaming. Oh wow, okay, yeah. I'm gonna go for a walk again later today. It's 5:41 p.m. so I still have a couple hours left of daylight.
Gotta do that so many more times.
Damn, trees are so much easier to cut down with a chainsaw. I remember back when I was like 14 years old, I cut down a tree with an axe, and that took like an hour or two. Like it took a while and like a lot of just boom, boom, boom. You know, because it's easier to chop up logs when they're on a chopping block, right? And you can like split them in half to do firewood. But when you're actually chopping down the tree, it's a lot harder. Like it took me like over an hour. It'd probably be easier now, like I was 14 years old. But like, yeah, it's surprisingly pretty hard to chop down a like full-grown tree with an axe. But with the chainsaw, like, wow, that's easy. It's so easy. It takes like a couple seconds.
Yeah, we probably can.
Oh, he's kind of heavy though.
We probably could have carried that out of there, but we had to split it eventually anyway, so just got it up to kind of a flat spot and split it first. No other way. I've seen like this kid who built a log cabin on YouTube. He moves big logs, so you gotta just inch up one side at a time. It looks fucking terrible building an actual cabin. It wouldn't be by yourself. Feel confident.
Never, but I just have to remember, I don't have to like teach you everything. I just have to give you tips and tricks, and I can do the tips and tricks all day long and feel good about it. So
yeah,
and you're smart enough to know which ones tricks from my ideas to just be like, that was a cool idea, and just please talk about it. I'm not doing it.
But dead ass, dude, like 90% of your ideas, I'm like, well, I'm a part of it. I
Well,
should do what they
that's
say.
good. I'm glad you're helpful.
Oh yeah, it's
As far as raising the roof, that's got to be about the easiest way to do it at this point.
I would have never thought to try to raise the roof.
Yeah.
I would have never even thought of it. Cheat! Glass is probably needed. I felt all the metal shards fucking hitting me in the arm. That went through so fast.
Dude, that was so quick.
So I'm gonna cut this and then fucking hopefully lift this up. And then you guys put this log in here holding it up. Or actually you hold this up right now. Step down slowly, slowly.
Fuck.
Okay, you want to...
Oh, that looks way bigger than it was before. That's pretty cool. The roof was like hitting him before, and then he raised it up to get all the water off, but then it also raised it so now he can actually fit in there. Look at that. That's cool. That was like way smaller before. He used this log to raise it, I think. Or this log to raise it. No, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Catch this log when it falls. That is pretty good. That's pretty sick.
It's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Hopefully they know he's bringing some methadone up.
Okay, that was pretty cool. See you ever...
Spot, they were actually closed. It was Sunday. No, it was Saturday. Why were they closed? They were closed, but it was a fun ride. It's super pretty out here right now, especially all the green everywhere, and there's a bunch of wildlife. Let's see. Axel and Misty just showed up. I don't know if you guys know them, but they're they do TikTok and they live out here in West Virginia, and now working on... Guys, I didn't know if you guys know this already, but Nate is fucking smart. Actually, a ton of you guys were telling me to raise the roof too. But Nate told me how I could do it, and then I did it. Before, I could not stand here. I could stand under the metal right here on this section, but even like right here, my head was hitting. And now, ooh, okay, see, I hit my head a little bit there. Big chillin'. And then I'm big chillin' all the way through. Under the rafters, I got headroom, baby. You guys saw how we did it. We just detached the rafters from this, Went up to Nate's, got this, cut this in half. Boom! Put it up there, and now the rafters are on top of this, so we gained this much height plus this much height.
Like 2
and
feet.
it's way stronger now because these rafters are just sitting on the beams as opposed to being held into the sides with, I guess we did have nails, but screws are holding the roof up. This is kind of exactly what all of you guys have been telling me to do, but I didn't listen to you guys. I listened to Nate. My bad, bro. That is my bad for real.
Oh, hey, Gail. How are you? Trilo. How are you?
Do you guys have any other things you think I could do to make it better?
Good. Glad to hear it. And you? I'm doing good. I'm just watching some YouTube right now. I gotta go for a walk in a bit. It's almost 6 p.m. so only about 2 hours left of light. So I did want to do like a 3 or 4 hour stream today, but yeah, I might have to end it in like 20 minutes because I do want to go for a walk today. I try to go for daily walks. I try to do at least an hour a day of walking. So I need like at least an hour of light to be able to do a walk, and the sun's gonna go down within the next 2 hours. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do a 4 hour stream today, but I can try to get this to 2 hours. Well, we're at like 1 hour, 24 minutes. So yeah, a little over half an hour, and I'll be at 2 hours.
I will take your guys' ideas, and I will ask Nate how to do them. Like patching my floor. Why don't I ask Nate how I could... You know what, guys? Besides patching the floor, is there anything else that you guys think I should ask Nate how to do? He also made a suggestion. Well, oh my God. 2 suggestions. One, oh my God. Because I was about to cut up a bunch of these planks to make all of my walls. And then Nate came up with the idea of using the roof from the house down there as my walls over here. That roof is coming down soon anyways. Be way easier, way faster, and way more waterproof, like actually more functional if I just take that roof and use it for my walls. Genius idea by Nate. I'm sure actually one of you guys commented that idea already. But that's happening now. So I can use all that wood I collected for making tables and counters and dip.
Nice. Yo, what's up, TZ? Looking for a new video. What's this guy working up? Yo, what are those? Are those? I think that's a 30. I mean, if that's a 30, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not a 20. That looks bigger than 20. I mean, not terrible, but 30 isn't anything special. I seen your videos, King. Oh, thanks, Metric Sphinx. I just saw that post. He looks like a 40-year-old. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. He's working out with 30s. I mean, 30s aren't bad to work out with. Like, it's nothing terrible. Like, you know, it's not like he's like trying to flex 5 pounds, but it's like 30s still not a whole lot, right? I mean, I got a 30 here, actually. I think I got a 30. I actually have a 30 here. Check this out. I should have a 30 here. 30s are easy. I usually do 45s. And this guy looks like way older than me, so it's funny. But yeah, I have a 30 here. Yeah, look, this is a 30. Look, I have the exact same one that he has. Oh, it's rusting now. This one's pretty new. Yeah, this is easy. This is like easy, you know. Really easy. Yeah. I could do that all day, man. I could do that all day. I gotta go. Okay, take care, TZ. Take care. Hassan, Abi, and Neon are both out of their minds. Whoever invented the concrete tetrapod. Nah. This Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift situation is insane. I don't really care about Ariana Grande or Taylor Swift, honestly. Fantano is under attack. Suspect in German knife attack identifies as a Syrian national. What? Wow, that's crazy. Market expert signals this is a warning shot to everybody. Fox News. Enjoy your walk, King Blasey. Thank you, Metric Sphinx. Enjoy your day. Have a good day. Yeah, I'll go for a walk in like half an hour here. Yeah, half an hour. The stream will be at 2 hours. Companies have completely stopped hiring. No. I bought a homeless lady cat food for her kittens. Oh no, what is with this? Thailand, turbulent economy, no. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, Metric. Thanks for tuning in. My birthday is wait, what's the date today? It's the 25th. Yeah, so my birthday is in like a week. I turned 23 in a week.
Trudeau's new trade policies are selling out Canadian workers.
He has said that he wants to phase out our oil sands. He says that Southern Ontario should move away from manufacturing. He has attacked our mining sector. This is a deliberate, radical agenda by the costly coalition of the NDP and Justin Trudeau to shut down our resources and make us hopelessly dependent on foreign polluting dictatorships.
This is a critical issue that's affecting millions of Canadians, from manufacturing jobs being shipped overseas to unfair trade agreements that prioritize foreign nations and having a huge burden on our agricultural sector. Trudeau's decisions are leaving hard-working Canadians in the dust. So, what's the bottom line? Well, we're starting to see massive job losses in the real numbers, not the government phony jobs numbers, where 90% of the new jobs are public sector government jobs. And what this is setting up for is a painful decade or decades to come. So in this video, we're going to break it all down and what it really means for you and I as Canadian citizens. Alright, so we gotta discuss the impact of CETA, the Comprehensive Economic Trade Agreement. Now, this is a trade agreement between Canada and the EU, making it cheaper and easier for European manufactured goods to come to Canada. Now, this sounds like it's all good, right? The easier trade we can do with Europe, with America, with any country is always a good thing. However, just like every government regulation or law or tax rule, anything from a government always, as we always talk about here, has intended and unintended consequence. And the unintended consequence of doing this easier trade agreement with Europe to get their goods over here cheaper is that we're losing Canadian private jobs, manufacturing jobs specifically, because they can get so much cheaper and quicker in Europe. Why? It's a larger mass of land with connected countries, way better rail system, they're closer to Asia. There's a number of reasons why things can be made cheaper and faster in Europe. And if we're buying them at cheaper prices, companies in Canada are going, why would I pay Canadian workers to make this auto part, to make this machinery part? Why would I pay a CNC guy $50 an hour in Canada, right? When I can just buy it from Germany, from Austria, from Switzerland, whatever, for like way cheaper. So I'm not going to hire that guy. I'm just going to buy it direct from them. And that's what's happening. It's an unintended consequence. What was made to seem like a good policy is affecting Canadians. And we can see in the job numbers, manufacturing jobs are way down. And we always know, in Canada specifically, we are a manufacturing and an oil nation. When manufacturing jobs start to take a hit, when construction jobs start to take a hit right after that, it is a clear sign of a recession coming. And we've been seeing this in the data, in the CPI reports, for the past 6 months. We've seen a massive slowdown in manufacturing,
Buy gold.
construction,
Buy
private sector
gold.
jobs. Keyword, private sector jobs. It's just on a straight downhill. And this new...
What's gold at today? Oh, is it Sunday? Oh yeah, gold doesn't move on Sundays. I think it's Sunday today, so yeah, gold doesn't move today. But it's at a good price, I guess. Silver's back over 40 today. Back over $40 Canadian. That's very good. Cause I got like 111 ounces of silver now. So it's pretty good. And then I got almost 10 ounces of gold, so nice. Yeah, every $100 gold goes up, I make $1,000. Let's see how much has it gone in the past year? Let's do 1 year. How much has it gone up? Yeah, at the start of the year, it was that. Whoa, yeah, at the start of the year, it got as low as 1,800 almost. Holy shit! You know, I only got into gold like right here. Right. Yeah, I got into gold like 2,900. I didn't realize it went up that much in the past year. Cause yeah, I only got into gold like right around here. That's crazy though. If it does that every year, like if it does that next year, I'll make like $30,000 off gold alone next year. That's crazy. Oh wait, it is going up today. Wait, it's not Sunday? I thought it was Sunday. Oh yeah, it is Sunday. Why is gold moving? Usually it doesn't move on Sundays. Oh wait, I see why it went down. Oh, this is US dollars. This is so weird. So like the number up there is Canadian dollars, but the chart down here is US. That's why. Okay, never mind. Yeah, gold didn't go up that much. I knew it didn't. Like I thought that was insane. I've looked at this before. Yeah, it's so at the start of the year it got down to nearly 2,400 Canadian. Okay. So yeah, it went up almost $1,000 Canadian this year. So if it goes up $1,000 next year, I'll make $10,000 just off gold. Awesome. And then I got silver too. I got Bitcoin. I got a couple stocks. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just gonna keep buying more and 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 more. So I'll just keep making more and more money. Awesome.
Trade agreement. It really is coming. The worst timing. Now, when you add on top of that the decline of the aluminum sector, which is good. Canada's full of natural rich resources. Aluminum, steel, nickel, oil. And we're just not, I don't want to say exploiting them, but we're not using them properly. Because Trudeau's whole agenda is climate change and clean. We don't want to be a dirty nation. Dude, we're a dirty nation, all right? I've already said this 1,000 times. Canada's an oil nation. We like to make it look like, you know, these CPI reports are complicated. And we're a complicated economy. We're a big economy with construction and manufacturing. No. We are an oil nation. We're a dirty oil bastard. With the smartest people in the world.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, we got the second biggest landmass of any country in the world, just below Russia. It's like, where does oil come from? It comes from the land. Whoa. This doesn't make any sense. How could this happen?
World with the ability to make the cleanest oil in the world, but we're not. Trudeau wants to get away from oil. That's our bread and butter. As I always say, Canada could literally be the next Dubai. Toronto could look like Dubai. Pretty much one step away from fucking spaceships flying around the CN Tower. That's where we could be. If we, again, I don't want to use the word exploited. I got to find a better word for this. Capitalized on the fact that we have so much oil. We have the technology, we have the brains, we can attract the best people to get the oil out of the ground in the cleanest way on earth and then sell that clean oil to other nations because they're going to get it anyway, as I always say. If we don't pump the oil, the Middle East is, China is, Russia is. And we know those countries don't give a fuck about climate change. They don't care what they're spitting out while they're drilling. They don't care. They're capitalizing on today. So if we don't pump our clean oil, they're going to pump their dirty oil, regardless. We might as well double down, become the biggest oil pumper in the world, and sell our clean oil. Might as well. And in the meantime, our country is going to get dirty wealthy. We'll have jobs. We'll have good health care. We'll have good everything. Better everything. Who doesn't want that? Trudeau doesn't want that. Why? Because it doesn't fit with the WEF agenda, where we got to be clean and climate change and carbon tax and pollution. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. We already know that Canada is a carbon net neutral country. We're actually under. We take in more carbon than we put out. Oh, they don't want to tell you that, though. They don't want to tell you that. You can find out those...
Yeah, Canada's got a lot of natural parks, and yeah, we got a lot of oil. We got a lot of oil in Alberta, my province that I'm in. We got the most oil in like all of Canada. Like Alberta could be so rich, but the government's terrible here. The government's terrible. We got a really incompetent government.
Studies from independent sources, and it clearly shows. Do you realize how fucking huge Canada is? It's gigantic. And like 80-90% of the land is trees. There ain't nobody there. We're a clean economy. But they make it sound like we're dirty. And we're this polluting, dirty-ass country. Well, we're not. It's outrageous. Now, on top of that, you throw on the Canada, United States, Mexico agreement, which is putting a lot of pressure on our dairy farmers, because it makes it easier for dairy farmers in the U.S. to get their milk up and around the U.S. and into Mexico, you know, leaving Canada in the dust again. So our dairy farmers are also feeling the pressures of these terribly negotiated trade deals. What's going on, dude? Like, this guy's no brain for economics or business.
We have recently switched to drinking water bottles out of when we have water bottles out of a plastic. Away from out of a plastic.
It's the one thing you gotta give Donald Trump a hand for. Say what you will about him. Wacko, says some crazy shit.
I did try and fuck her. She was married. I moved on her like a bitch. You're a star. They let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab him by the pussy. Hello, how are you? Huh?
But his negotiating on trade deals was fucking masterful. He did such a good job for America first. Like, it's crazy. And he just obliterated Trudeau. He obliterated Trudeau so bad, Trudeau doesn't even know how bad he got fucked. That's how good he was. He negotiated, and Trudeau was like, oh, I don't know, this sounds like a good deal. But it was actually a terrible deal. That's how good Donald Trump was. And last but not least, technology in Canada. A lot of y'all across Canada might not know this, but I live in Kitchener-Waterloo. Waterloo is becoming the tech hub of Canada. They're calling it the mini San Francisco. Google is here, Shopify.
What? I've never heard of Waterloo. Who? I don't even know what Waterloo is. That's probably a city, right? What? I've never heard of that. The tech. Wait, Waterloo? Is that supposed to be like the Silicon Valley of Canada? I've never heard of that. Weird.
Is here. Lots of other tech companies are here that are, you know, like BlackBerry was here. Waterloo is a mega. Dude, when I drive downtown Kitchener now into Waterloo, it's insane. It's looking like a mini Toronto.
Okay, so it is like it's like a neighborhood, or what is Waterloo? Is that like a neighborhood like Silicon Valley, or is it like a city? Waterloo. Oh, it's a city in Ontario. Okay, I've never heard of that. Why Waterloo? What even is? I've never heard of this city in my life. Why would big tech companies come to Waterloo? What's in Waterloo? Looks like trash. I mean, I'm kind of biased. I don't like Ontario, but it's like, just looks like an average city, a small city at that. Region of Waterloo. I don't know what's in Waterloo.
Oh, Google is here. It's a nice building with a brewery right next to it.
Nah, Google isn't here. Sure, they might have data centers. They might have a headquarters here. But that's not their main headquarters. Like, let's be real. Come on, man. You're gonna lie like that? Like, Google has data centers in Europe. They have data centers all over the world. Like, are you gonna say, oh, Google's in Europe? No, it's from the States. It's clear. Like, Google is a United States company. Like, it's on the S&P 500. Like, come on, man. It's not in, Google isn't, it's in Canada, but it's not located in Canada. Like, it's not, the headquarters isn't actually in Canada. I don't know how to explain it. Their main headquarters, at least. They might have a headquarters, but not their main headquarters. Like, McDonald's, for example, has hundreds of headquarters across Canada, right? That doesn't mean McDonald's is a Canadian company. Like, what is this guy talking about?
Pretty sick. Anyway, it's becoming a hipster capital. They're making it a mini San Francisco. That is huge. That could be amazing for Canada, for what's to come, especially with where we're going with AI, technology, chips.
I don't like San Francisco, so I'm probably never going to Waterloo. I don't like San Francisco. And I don't like LA. Or what's next? Are we gonna have a Canadian Hollywood? I don't like LA either. Logan Paul accidentally exposes Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. The terrifying transition from nice to nightmare. The death of the middle class, why everyone feels broke. I don't feel broke. I feel pretty rich, but I'll watch this video. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I'm actually about to turn 23 in a week. Look at this thumbnail. My parents at 23. Let's buy a house. Me at 23. I don't feel like that. I mean, I got a lot of money. I could honestly get a house if I wanted, but it'd have to be a mortgage. And, you know, most people throughout history have always had mortgages. So it's like, I could do that if I wanted, honestly. I just don't want to. And I don't want a girl because they ain't loyal. They ain't loyal. Maybe back in the day they was loyal, but they ain't loyal anymore. So I could get both of those, but that would be drama and no loyalty. And that would be a liability because you'd have a mortgage and you got to pay interest on it and stuff like that. Like, I couldn't buy a house in all cash right now, but I could get a mortgage, and I don't want a mortgage, man. When I get a house, it's going to be all in cash. So hell no. I'm not doing that, but I'll watch this video. Let's see. I know most people are broke these days, especially my age. I mean, everyone I know at my age is in debt. They got like auto loans. They got, you know, they got all these loans. They got all these credit cards. I got none of that. I got rid of my credit card 2 years ago. I've never had an auto loan. Yeah, like, I got no debt. I got a lot of money though. Well, a lot of assets, I should say, not a lot of money. I only got like a couple $1,000s in actual cash. But when it comes to assets, I got tens of thousands. Almost hundreds of thousands. A couple years, I'll have hundreds of thousands.
Too late to own property, born too soon to be a teen TikTok star, born just in time to watch sandwiches go from costing $5 to $15. This is the life of a broke.
Oh no! Oh no! A sandwich that's $15. Oh no! Oh no! How am I ever gonna survive? Man, people are so broke.
The price of gas has shot up.
Explains the value of real estate is soaring faster than people's income.
Inflation is a real challenge to American families.
And its gas prices top $5 on average nationwide. In May, inflation hit 8.6%.
As far as when prices go up, I just increase prices.
If you ask the average teenager or even adult up until their 30s what they think of the idea of the American dream, they will tell you that it was a flat-out lie. The American dream is the idea that if you go to school, get it.
Yeah, because these people are dumb. They don't invest. All they do is they take out debt. They don't invest. These people are dumb. Debt is a liability. You know, investing is an asset. That's how you make your money. And all these people want to get liabilities instead of assets. These people are dumb, man. That's why. I'd rather buy all this stuff they don't need instead of be rich 10 years, 20 years from now. Doesn't make any sense. And then they blame it on, oh, capitalism, oh, inflation. You know, just no accountability. No, you are dumb. That is why you are broke.
degree and work hard in your job, you'll be able to buy a house with a white picket fence, get married, and enjoy your life while you prepare for your retirement. It's associated with the middle class because this dream is supposed to be a reality for the average American. But our world has changed. There are tons of factors that go into the death of the middle class and the growing disparity between the rich and the poor, and while I'm no finance expert, I've come to learn some pretty shocking statistics. So let me do my best to explain to you why the middle class is dying and why the rich are getting richer while the poor are getting
The rich own assets. The poor own no assets. It's pretty simple.
poorer. One of the easiest ways we can first understand what's going on is by looking at what is intuitively misunderstood. The fact that we are not in a recession. In fact, the economy is technically doing better than ever. The global GDP is higher than any other point in history. In July of this year, the stock market in America...
The GDP is higher than any point in history, but also the debt is higher than any point in history. So, kind of cancels it out, you know?
hit an all-time high. In 2023, the unemployment rate hit 3.4%, a 53-year low, and inflation has been lowering as well. So the biggest question is, why doesn't it feel this way for most people? The University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index, which is an economic indicator that measures how optimistic consumers feel about their finances and the state of the economy, reached its lowest ever record since they began tracking in 1966, which is even lower than during the Great Recession in 2008. And this is where our understanding of this issue can really start to develop. These statistics are economic theories based on the overall economy rather than each individual's reality. We all tend to view the economy based on a very self-centered point of view, and I don't use the term self-centered as a means to piss you off, but rather describe how most of us just look at how the economy is affecting us and the people around us. So let's look at what the average person typically spends their money on and how those prices have changed. Food prices have increased anywhere between 20 to 200% in the past 30 or so years. Want to go to school? Well, you'll be paying at least 400% more than what tuition was in the 80s.
Yeah, but how much have assets grown is the thing. It's from 1980 to 2024, food has gone from 20 to 200% increase. But how much have assets grown? Like over 1,000%. So it's like, and I know there's like the meme where it's like, oh man, I should, instead of being a toddler or being in elementary school, I should have bought a house. And it's like so dumb because, yeah, sure, assets have grown a lot in the past 40 years, and maybe you're only 20, but it's like you can start investing now and it'll keep growing. So these people, I don't know, these people are just digging themselves a hole and they don't even realize it.
About buying a house or maybe renting an apartment, that boosted up about 700 to 900%. Of course, the price...
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well, wages have grown too. Wages have grown, assets have grown. The only person you can blame if you're broke is you. You're brokey. You're broke because of your own poor decisions.
Prices of things are bound to go up as wages increase, we print more money, or different things are in different demand. But the amount in which our wages have increased compared to how much goods and services and stuff like that have increased is absolutely absurd. At 25 years old...
Yeah, see, but there's one thing he's missing. Let me search this up. So he's talking about from the 1980s S&P 500. So let's see how much the stock market has grown since. This is why rich people are getting richer and poor people are getting poorer. So he's talking about since the 19... Look, this doesn't even go back to the 1980s. This goes back to like what, 1996. But look, in 1996, the S&P was $739 in 1996. So what? That's over... That's almost a 10x increase since 1996. And he's talking about since the 1980s. So yeah, it's like if you're investing, you're making a whole lot of money, which is why rich people keep getting richer and poor people keep getting poorer. The market cap of the S&P 500 is 42 trillion. Oh, and that's as of December 31st, 2023. So it's probably higher. 42 trillion. Holy shit. What? Yo, the S&P 500 is insane. Why does it only go back to 1996 though? Huh, that's kind of odd. What's Bitcoin doing today? Actually, let me check. Well, what the hell? What's going on here? Oh, it's the 1 day chart. Never mind. Where's coin? Why isn't Coin Market? What the hell? Whenever you used to search up Bitcoin, it used to take you to Coin Market Cap. There we go. Coin Market Cap. All right. So let's see. Yes, accept all cookies. What's Bitcoin doing today? All right, it's kind of just staying stable. Wait, Cryptos Are Us posted on CoinMarketCap 10 hours ago. 14 years ago, you could have bought 10 Bitcoin for $1. 14 years from now, people wish for today's price. Don't miss this opportunity to get into Bitcoin while it's still cheaper than it will be. I mean, that's true, but it's not going to grow by that much. I mean, what was Bitcoin's market cap 14 years ago? Probably like, actually, I can probably see. Oh, it doesn't even say. But it was probably like couple $1,000s. And now its market cap is over $1 trillion, right? What's Bitcoin's market cap today? It's 1.2 trillion. Almost 1.3 trillion is the market cap of Bitcoin. Yeah. So for Bitcoin to even grow by 10 times, it's going to need to go to over $12 trillion market cap. Wow. Wow, that's insane. All right. I mean, that could happen in the next 14 years, but you know what? It's going to be $640,000 in 14 years. And that'll be good, but nothing too crazy. Next leg higher incoming. Just wait and watch. 9 hours ago. I hate when they draw these stupid box things acting like it's about to go up a bunch. Technical analysis is what they call it. If you saved in dollars the past 24 years, you lost almost half of your purchasing. Well, it's more than that. That's reported inflation. You lost almost half your purchasing power. That's why you need to opt out of fiat and opt into Bitcoin. Yeah, no, it's definitely worse than that. That's just reported inflation. You're telling me $1 in 2000 is still worth 53 cents today? Nah, it's way lower than that. More like probably like 5 cents, not 50. Lots of these are just ads. If government seize your life and freedom, won't they also seize your money? Long live Bitcoin, long live blockchain. The king of crypto, which is Bitcoin, added 5,000 to its worth within the past 2 days. Within the past 2 days. The steroid is waning off and Bitcoin is dropping. These are the areas we should look for. Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, Bitcoin's kind of just been stable the past couple days.
When adjusted for inflation, our grandparents' pre-tax income was $74,000. The annual cost of public college as a percent of income was 14%, and the house price to income was 3 times, meaning a house cost 3 times their annual income. For our parents, it was worse, and for us, the numbers can't even compare. Not only do we earn less pre-tax income on average, but public education and home ownership is outrageously more expensive. The biggest question I wanted to understand after hearing this so many times is why? What caused education, which is a massive contributor to you making more money and of course being more educated, to increase so much? And after getting the degree that should have helped you buy a house, why is this now increasingly less realistic? Before we get into that, I think we have to go over another huge money sink in America.
That's another thing. They keep, they also take out student loans too. Yeah, so much debt. All these people's lives revolve around debt. It's terrible. Surprising transformation of Zuckerberg. Why does Zuckerberg look like a pimp now? Yo, he looks like a pimp. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. He went from nerd to pimp. The content, I don't care. I have a dream. Who's down? Wait, who is this guy? Is that Tom MacDonald guy? Situation in Europe, August 2024. Yeah, I don't really care. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate. Exactly how much oil does this well make and what does it pay me? This is mining for oil. That's pretty profitable. To men who don't want kids, life 7.5 out of 10. I want kids. I just don't want a wife or girlfriend. At least not in this society. I don't want a wife in this society. Maybe where things are a bit more traditional. Redbox. It's like the Blockbuster or something. Ban everything. Wings of Redemption snaps after being stream sniped. The truth is, I've been afraid. Good for you, buddy. Lazy is a coward's term. No, it's not lazy. Oh, dude, look at that. Holy shit. Damn. That's crazy. That's lazy. That's so crazy. I love this about Bitcoin. This guy's funny.
Welcome to another crypto cruise. Today I'll be talking crypto inside a brand new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 392 Final Edition. Man, it is difficult to get inside this Wrangler 392 with 35-inch tires. It is very difficult. There's no side steps. So if you are under 6 feet or you have very short legs, it's difficult to get in. But let's talk Bitcoin and crypto. What am I going to talk about this week? Well, there are a few things that stuck out this week. So let's talk about Tether and stablecoins. I think that's a big deal. And let's talk about the network in terms of transactions. And also, let's talk about good old BlackRock. Let's talk about these three things. I think they're important for this week. First of all, Tether normally is not a interesting topic, to say the least. So why am I talking about it now? Well, I've noticed, and I'm sure you guys have noticed because I covered it, $3 billion worth of Tether was minted just this week alone. $3 billion. And in total, Tether is at an all-time high in terms of issuance, right? So how Tether works is you go to Tether and say, hey, I want to buy one USDT. I'm going to give you $1. So it's a one-to-one exchange, basically, right? So for $3 billion to be minted means that someone went to Tether and said, you know, I want $3 billion. Of course, it's not just one person. It could be like 100 people, 100 corporations or whatever. But still, it's $3 billion. Now, why would anyone want Tether? The obvious choice is because they want to buy crypto with it. There's no other reason, right? It's the only reason why you would want Tether, to buy crypto. So the fact that $3 billion came in and we saw Bitcoin not move that much this week, you know, several thousand up. We hit a low of 58,000. Now we're like, you know, a little bit above 60,000, right? 61,000. I mean, so obviously we don't see immediate impact because I think a lot of these guys are still waiting. There are a lot of USDT sitting at exchanges. There are a lot sitting on wallets. And I think they're waiting. And it's making me super, super excited about the parabolic bull run, which I've been talking about forever. And the reason being, when these guys are ready to buy, when the FOMO hits, we're talking about like $120 billion worth of USDT out there in circulation that can be used to buy Bitcoin and crypto. That's significant, guys. USDT has never been this high ever in history. Ever in history. Okay, and we had 3 billion being issued this week alone. I think that's significant. I think that's another sign that institutions and whales, they are loading up right now. We're getting ready to load up. You guys know I talk about ETS and BlackRock so much. And we'll talk about it some more. But I mean that you can't argue against this, right? A lot of people will say, well, George, you say the same thing all the time. Bitcoin's price not going up. What's going on? You know what? I'm simply putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, all these things are going to add up. You don't have people blindly buying USDT for no apparent reason. And these corporations, if they wanted to, they could always change back to USD, and then Tether will burn those USDT, right? Very, very little. I mean, I don't remember that many times where I've noticed USDT's market cap go down, because rarely do we see corporations actually, or whales, buy USDT and not use it. We just don't. So I think this is big. I think it's big, and obviously as we move forward in this parabolic cycle, we're going to see the issuance go up more and more and more, and in the future we may see 5 billion, 10 billion being minted per week. That is coming. That's just in the crypto space. But what about outside the crypto space, people that want exposure and don't have it yet? Well, that's where ETFs come in, right? So BlackRock, I've been talking about them for a long time, and I'll continue to study them because I think it's a really easy way to gauge institutional interest, because BlackRock only has inflows. You just keep seeing inflow. BlackRock is the 3rd largest Bitcoin holder, and this week BlackRock became, or when they flipped Grayscale in terms of overall crypto holding. That's huge too. We've never seen, I mean, think about it. Grayscale took them what, how many years to accumulate all that they have in their trusts, right? 10 years, 10 plus years. And now within 8 months, BlackRock has more crypto than Grayscale. That's how much BlackRock themselves are buying and institutions are buying, right? Again, another insight into what these institutions and big money and whales are doing. They are loading up right now. And we have a lot of metrics that I show you guys constantly in my streams that indicate the same thing, right? So these 2 facts are important. They are very, very important. So yeah, that's why I want to talk about them. And also something else that's, now that I'm thinking about it, you know, last week or last 2 weeks we had some scare, right? With the U.S. Justice Department, they're selling, Mt. Gox selling. You know, strangely enough, this week we didn't have any transfers or sells from our government, right? The wallet has stayed. But Mt. Gox transferred about 70 million, but it didn't affect anything overall. So, I don't know. You know, maybe the selling is over. Maybe, I don't know, last...
I hope Bitcoin honestly goes down more. I'd like to keep buying more up, because I sold it back when it was like really high to buy some gold, buy a lot of gold. So I'd like to keep buying more Bitcoin back up now that I got a bunch of extra cash. How Johnny Knoxville saved my career. It's 6:35. I should probably head out for my walk. Idea living out a car. All right, I'm gonna watch this YouTube short and then I'm gonna go for a walk.
A day living out of my car in New York City. I start off by attempting to dress myself, which is always a fun challenge. I'm looking at myself in the camera to make sure that I don't look too homeless and halfway presentable for the day. I'm a degenerate, so when I finally wake up, I find a coffee shop that I can go to so I can steal some Wi-Fi and get a little work done. After that, I met up with my friend Ryan from Creator Camp. We went to a thrift store nearby, but it had a line, and then we went to a creator event that he invited me to. I haven't ate yet, so I ended up filling up on all the little snacks that they were bringing.
Gross.
Got to meet a bunch of other people doing videos, so it was awesome. At night, I met another friend and got some footage around Central Park, and then we went on a little food search and ended up getting some late night pizza. I went back to Van Alley to sleep, but around 4 a.m., these people showed up and put a speaker on top of the car, causing an earthquake of vibrations. There is a special place in hell for you. I had enough after 40 minutes and decided to set off my car alarm. You. And that's how I live rent-free. A day living out of my car in New York City.
Seems like it sucks. Dude's living in his car. I mean, at least get like a van or something if you're gonna. Meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. No, you're not coming with. You're gonna stay. You're gonna stay. You're not coming with. No, 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 no. Where are my shoes at? What? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, you stay. The cat and the dog need to stay.